We're in the city of Toronto, the home of the Raptors, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. Now, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair, as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Taking a look at New York, they've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than the winless homestand they just concluded.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion. Just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with a W.
Allen, that's good. And you look at these teams, Doris, both great on the glass.
You know, rebounding is about emphasis. It's about being physical. It's about taking command on the glass. I love that both of these teams put a heavy emphasis on commanding the backboards.
And here is James. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. His three-pointers off the mark. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tipped.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Yeah, and Bibby does a great job within their offense, especially when it comes to spotting the open man.
Steps back. Pass to Stojakovic. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the dunk by James.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
The kick out to Young. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
On the basket by Jones.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Francis. It's stolen by Davis. It's stolen by Smith. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Francis. Off target at the rim. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up to the Raptors. Trailing by 2. Here's Larson. Doubled by Bosch. Crawford, no one around him. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
It's Williams with the drive, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And both free throws good for Williams.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Crawford's shot is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Jefferson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Down low. Here's Howard. Banked in off the glass.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
On the wing, Williams. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
I'll tell you, a former NBA skills champion, it's no wonder Darren Williams got into the line so much over his career.
Poke loose. Outside Jefferson. Fires the 3. Connects from 3-point range.
So you think historically Jefferson is the X factor. Reliable knocking down shots from any range.
Crawford's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Basket counts.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
To the middle. Back to Crawford. It could go. And no good in the last second attempt this time. We'll return shortly. to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
The shot's good from Smith.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
To the paint. Here's the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
That's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drives to the hoop. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Jefferson. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
When he came into the league, Richard Jefferson was a superior athlete, now incorporating the art of timing on his drive.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside Bosch. Pass to Francis. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A-game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And it's Stojakovic missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's the lob to the hoop. And Smith with the stuff.
Is there anything D. Will can't see and deliver on?
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Williams attacking. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Raptors trailed by 13. Here's Crawford. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Allen for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Turkoglu. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
Crawford, no luck. Here's New York. They're on a 16-6 run. Allen for the 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. Allen's got 12 points in the game. Pass to Cook. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here's LeBron. Hammer it home! Hammer it home,
That is authority right there.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 9.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. James with a deep 3. Off target with his 3. Raptors trailed by 16. At the top of the key, Cook. And the foul on Mike Bibby. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Now here's Crawford. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Pass to Bibby. Back to Turkoglu. To the wing right side. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Bibby's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And how about the shooting stroke of Bibby? His three-point shot is as money as it gets.
Crawford outside. Popped up there for Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Hedo Turkoglu.
Well, Dwight Howard's massive frame makes him a problem on the interior. Good job drawing contact.
Nobody near Allen. The Knicks rebound. Here's Turkoglu. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And so it's New York with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points, and their ability to get points. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Some nice passing by New York here. James wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. LeBron's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Knicks. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He lobs it up.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Pass to Gasol. Going inside. Stolen by Stojakovic. It's Jones on the wing. Here's the screen. And here's Stojakovic. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Allen for 3. The rebound by Cook. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 15-point game. Jones drives in. Lays it up off the glass. Cook's got 10 points. Timeout. New York calls timeout. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bibby for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for him.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
A different look for New York. The Raptors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The Knicks leading by 15. Over in the corner, Williams. And here's Bosh for 3. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Cook. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Stolen by Bosh. Williams looking over the floor. To the inside, and Jones sends it back. Young with no one around. Drills it from outside. Young's got 5 now.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Bosh can't get it to go.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. Outside Williams. And he drives in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You just hate to give up a tough shot to Darren Williams and foul him. One of the better free throw shooters in this league.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
The offensive rebound. Here's Bosh.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Raptors trailed by 15. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Cook. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range. Now here's Jefferson. There's the drive. Out of hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Stolen by Stojakovic. And so it's the New York Knicks finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Down by 15. Crawford looking over the floor. Takes the 3. Bosh grabs the miss. Smith right side. Into the lane. And Smith slams it home.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Davis. Crawford outside. Lobbed up there for Howard. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Chris Bosh.
And I'll tell you, the experience working to his advantage. Dwight Howard draws the contact, able to finish it. Nicely done.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefits. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I can tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for New York?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Raptors trailed by 13. And a foul against Hedo Turkoglu. That's foul number 2 for him.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Young in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Cook missing.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The second chance effort. And the layup is good.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
LeBron James on the wing. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one good for 2.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Driving the lane. LeBron outside.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Over to the wing. Now Bibby. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Turkoglu. Unable to get that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Outside, Jones. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen for 3. That shot off. Raptors trail by 12. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. Gasol with the rebound. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Bibby. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for New York.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Allen.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Back to James. Pass to Gasol. To end the cold streak. In the corner, it's James. New York, no good that time either. And it's Jones with the ball for Toronto. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Young on the wing. No good on the three. James with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it.